In the pursuit of building the ultimate luxury performance vehicle, I have bought the cheapest speakers on Amazon to go. They are $16, and I think they're pretty awesome. These Boss speakers literally are the cheapest ones I could find on Amazon. They're $16, and that was 2-day shipping. I got a 5 1/4 for the front and a 6 1/2 for the rear. We're gonna install them on this car and see how they sound. I've actually. Okay, thank you. I've actually used these speakers before in one of my wife's cars, and I was actually really happy with them. The Audi sound system now is terrible. It does not sound good at all, so this should be a massive upgrade from what we have. So when I bought this car, the CD player that was in it was just kind of one that they had laying around. The car actually used to have a really solid stereo system in it, but before it was sold to the owner that I bought it from, the person ripped everything out, subwoofers, everything. So the CD player in there was just not great. Chase donated this one. I wanted something that would fill the double din, and so Chase donated this one to the build, so thank you, Chase. And we're gonna put it in today, just to fill that gap. Now, I have some trim pieces that go on this car as well that I have to find because I don't know where they are. So we'll hopefully find those as well. I'm not sure all of this wiring is necessary. I don't know. We will see. Okay, so I found a wiring diagram online. Turns out I already had the wiring harness from the previous owner. I made that quick stand. And yeah, so I'm going to try to wire this in. Basically, everything basically matches up except for my amp wire. It's got to go to here. And I got to figure out what all these RCAs do. I think these are all speaker wires, but I'm not really sure how that works. I've never done like audio with anything like this. It's always just been your regular like purple and green speaker wire. All right, the moment of truth. So it's a little nerve-wracking because I don't know what was done, before I got the car. Either way, we're gonna plug this in. Bummer. Well, that didn't work. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plugs just for this one door panel, which I thought was a little bit excessive. So this is the speaker in question, and whoever replaced it took a pretty good bit of time. They pulled the little cover off, and so I think I'm going to do that as well and kind of let this cover act as a baffle for our new speaker. So yeah, that is bad. I guess they must have just thrown these back in. This is awful. So here's your comparison shot. You're going from this little 4-incher to a 5 1/4 inch, and obviously this is going to sound much better than this because this thing is literally falling apart. So we'll have to figure out how to mount this thing. All right, so my first idea, in true built fashion, we're just testing this out on camera. My first idea is to take the stock mounting holes and kind of just wedge the speaker in place. So I'm using these mounting screws. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try this first. All right, so I'm going to call that mounted. I think that's good. I don't think that speaker's going anywhere. All right, so our new speaker is wired up, and there's actually already kind of a baffle there. So it's pretty good. It doesn't feel any more bulky than the last, and it's bigger. So that's obviously better, and it's in one piece. So it should sound a whole lot better than the last one. I would have done a sound comparison of the two, but I couldn't even get these to work, so we didn't. All right, I'm going to go throw this back on the car and then run the wires through to where the head unit comes out, and then we'll go to the other side. Spent a lot of time last night working on the stereo system of the car, and by we, I mean Chase. He's back there. We spent a lot of time working on the stereo system. Basically, it's been rewired before to run like some subs and all kinds of like component door speakers and stuff, and all that stuff's been ripped out and kind of replaced and all kinds of just not good stuff. So we didn't want to guess and just hope that all the wiring was still there. So, you good? So what we did is did new wiring. So this is kind of a mess. So just, you know, bear with us here. Well, it's actually not that bad. It looked worse. It looked worse in the dark last night. So we ran the wires from the doors back underneath the dash and into our head unit. We've also got new wiring around. This blue wire is a new wire to the door here and to that door over there. So basically what we've done is just created our own wiring harness for the sound system. So everything that's running the sound system is made by us and been routed by us. That way we know exactly where power is going. We know exactly what it's doing, what speakers everything's going to. We're not bypassing any sort of factory amp or anything like that. Or I guess we are bypassing it. We're not using any sort of factory amp or anything like that. We're just running everything off the power of the head unit and the battery. And then I guess I'll move on to whatever's next. I'm not really sure. The list is getting shorter though, and we're not close to leaving yet. So that's good. We have some time to finish stuff. So hopefully I won't have to do another like 48-hour day like I did with delivery, because that was terrible. All right, let's get to work. Impressed with you. Good job.
Precise.
Yes, precision machining. That's what you call that.
Yep.
Over here. All right. So what I did is use these brackets that came with the speaker. The speaker doesn't actually line up with the mounting holes from the door panel itself. So I grabbed these brackets and just used them to clamp the speaker into place. So as you kind of screw down the speaker, the bracket pushes down towards the center of the speaker and holds it down to the door panel. And it actually works pretty well. I think it's going to work out for this situation as a decent solution to get these speakers in. I can't say what the long-term effect is, but for now, I mean, it's in there, so I feel pretty good about it. Let's get them back in the car. All right, so we are in the car and everything's plugged up. We are not quite finished. We've got to tuck in all the wires and stuff, but everything's plugged in, so we can at least test the speakers and see how they sound. Not bad. Keep it up for a little bit. All right, play something different. For 28 bucks, like, pretty good. The lows are good. It could use a little more bass. If we put a sub in it or something, it'd be good, but the highs sound good. It's way better than what it was, for sure, because it only played out of one speaker. That's pretty good, actually. I'm impressed. I hope the microphone picks it up. Yeah. We are sweating like crazy because I haven't charged the AC yet. I need to just do that today because it's hot.
It's hot. Like those jams.
Hey. All right, that is awesome. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to fix all the wiring up, get it all finished and put together, and I'll just time-lapse that, and then we'll have a finished stereo. This thing sounds really great. It's our own wiring harness. We know where every single wire goes, which is awesome, and it's working like it's supposed to, so... All right, thank you guys so much for watching. The sound system
Not
is...
yet.
Oh.
Do it one at dance.
Which one?
A
Ready?
bigger one.
Okay, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. The sound system really sounds great. Thank you, Chase, for helping me wire that whole thing up. All the wires are tucked. Everything looks neat now. I've still got to clean the interior out from all of our tools and stuff that were in there, but it really does look awesome. So that's one more massive check off of the list of things to do, and we've got very few things left to do before we give the car away. So we'll be giving the car away next week, so you'll be able to watch that. I'm going to track that whole thing on my YouTube channel. We'll do like daily vlogs about giving the car away and driving it and all that stuff because it's going to be a long drive, and it should be really, really fun. What do you think?
Yeah.
Are you happy about the speakers? You think they sound good?
It will be loud.
It will be loud. It is loud. Yeah, they do go pretty loud. It's pretty cool. You want to tell everybody something?
Fly! I like this video! It's the notification bell!
See you guys on Amazon to go. Let's do it. There wasn't actually any speakers in there. I've already installed them. But you guys don't know that yet.